The islands are calling. Humans have long been fascinated with islands, which are isolated patches of land surrounded by the sea. For decades, islands have been a popular tourist destination. People travel there to enjoy the scenery, beaches, and to meet indigenous people. Tourism is one of the most important sources of money on many islands, and it has also resulted in major job creation. It provides a source of income for the coastal communities. With limited economic opportunities in islands, tourism can be a good source of income. This also reduces people's reliance on forest resources for survival. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are some of India's most popular tourist destinations. These islands are located in the Indo-Burma biodiversity hotspot in the Bay of Bengal. Since the late 20th century, tourism has been the main area of development on these islands. The Andaman Islands are the most popular among the two groups of the islands. In the near future, tourism is likely to increase in Nicobar as well. People visit historical and natural sites on the Andaman Islands. Kala Pani, where Kala means black and Pani means water, a 3-story colonial prison in Port Blair that was used to house exiled political prisoners during the British rule in India, is a popular heritage site. The beaches here attract people interested in water sports, snorkeling, and scuba diving to observe underwater life. Trekking options include hiking up to Saddle Peak, which is the highest point on the island and is located on the North Andaman Islands. Some islands also include beach shacks for those who just want to relax. Permission to visit specific islands is required in advance. Tourists can also contribute to the understanding of underwater biodiversity by reporting their findings during underwater expeditions, which can assist researchers in keeping track of the biodiversity. Some community members in the area produce handicrafts and engage in tourism, while yet others offer tourist homestays. Each year, over 1 lakh tourists visit the islands, and this number is steadily increasing. These islands attract both Indian and foreign tourists due to their location. To facilitate tourism, numerous islands in the Andaman and Nicobar chain have granted permission for all kinds of tourists to visit. Several governmental and private investors have come forward, understanding the importance of these islands for tourism. For example, a few years ago, Niti Aayog, an agency of the Indian government focused on driving economic development, picked Andaman and Nicobar for boosting high-end tourism. The new development includes 5-star resorts, relaxed laws for tourists, particularly foreign tourists, improved island interconnectivity, airports, and even a seaport. Scientists and environmentalists are concerned that this may wreak havoc on the island's delicate ecosystem. Due to overcrowding of tourist places, one of the key concerns has been the intense use of resources and a reduction in the quality of the surrounding environment. While every tourist model highlights the role of increasing tourism without jeopardizing island integrity, nothing is actually done in this regard. Unregulated tourism can harm ecosystems, and Andaman and Nicobar's story is no exception. Waste management and drainage, sanitation, increasing food production and supply, resource depletion, and cultural dilution are some of the social, ecological, and cultural difficulties linked with rising tourism on these islands. Non-biodegradable waste disposal is a major issue for these islands. Uncontrolled tourism does have the potential to harm coral reefs and lead to the loss of fish species. The islands must estimate how many people they can accommodate at any given time without putting their unique ecosystems at risk. Tourism can be both a blessing and a curse. While tourism may help with economic livelihood and development, as well as educating tourists about the island ecosystem and culture, unregulated tourism can also harm these fragile ecosystems.